Hello guys and welcome to another episode of
I thought you say tea
Tea
and Tussle.
All right.
And Tussle.
We're a bit
right.
We're a bit discombobulated over the weekend.
I love that word.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, I love that word.
Discombob.
Discombobs. Yeah, man. How's you guys' weekend?
Mine was fine.
Mine was fun.
What'd you get up to?
I was helping out at the BAFTAs.
Serious.
Did you fall at the BAFTAs because you're complaining about some knee pain? What'd you do at the BAFTAs?
I don't know.
Who did you see that you decided to trip over?
I promise you, they'll find the video. They'll find this video and they'll be like, Chidera, what did you do? I don't remember. I have no recollection of what I did or didn't do.
Oh no!
Damn, she was really that gone.
Any famous faces that?
I saw so many famous faces.
Favorite person of the night?
Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What did he? Because I didn't watch it.
I think
what did he win for? Or did he present?
Actor in a comedy, I think, or something to do with the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I know that.
I was working. I wasn't really listening to what the awards were saying.
No, you were just tripping over something else.
That was at the after party. Okay.
Oh, that sounded like fun.
Yeah. She signed some NDA, so she can't spill
I can't speak too much.
She can't spill too much tea.
It was bad because, guys, I left the party. I came home. I woke up. I think I left my Kindle there. And I left my trainers there. I went back today to ask if they had it. They don't have it. So I'm going to have to buy a new Kindle.
Oh, guys. We don't have a Patreon. We don't have a GoFundMe.
Send me some pieces.
What type of Kindle?
Just the basic paperwhite. Yeah.
They don't make those anymore, I swear.
No,
they do?
They do.
Oh, wait, maybe I'm confusing.
Just upgraded it.
Okay.
I'm not getting the colour, so that one's too spendy.
I still remembered like the very first Kindle and my sister bought it and nothing hits like that anymore.
Yeah. Now I'm going to have to read on Apple Books. Oh, God. God damn. I don't like physical books.
You don't like physical books?
Because I read in my bed. So, like, I can't get comfy.
Because
I'm always lying down.
Physical, I can't do... This is why I stopped reading manga. Because they all suddenly became online and I couldn't do it.
Oh, I was reading manga online.
I can't. I'm a physical book girl. Fan fiction is only reserved for online. The rest of it's got to be physical for me.
I think the reason why I read manga online is because there's too many physical copies out there. Because where am I going to put all of them? I love the collection. I'm not going to lie, there's some collections out there where it's really nice when you collect all the spine, like the Dragon Ball Z one. I really want to collect all of them because if you look at the spine, it actually has the dragon on it.
Yeah.
So some of them are too long, sorry.
But yeah.
And mangas are expensive.
No, mangas are expensive, but just a collection of books in
for that
general.
Small thing, $9.99. I'm like, you guys are money hungry.
Imagine $9.99, and then imagine One Piece.
One Piece. Yeah. You're gonna end up spending like $1,000 on One Piece.
Just a physical book. When I open it, like sometimes when I look at some of my old books, like you can see where there's been like a slight like pressure or tear because I got so happy or excited. I'm just even thinking of like Jacqueline Wilson, Angus Fongs, and Fufonto snogging the whole. Beautiful rainbow colours, man. I love a physical book. But I hear the online conversion.
I'm just lazy too.
But anyway, guys, we have got a lot of tea. A lot has happened over the week. Let's get into it. So, guys, first of all, I think we have to shout out Kofi Kingston and Austin Creed.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated.
Literally, it's like, it's sad. Because I honestly thought those guys were lifers. I thought that they were going to be in the WWE for life.
I think TKO is making it very clear that no one really can be a lifer.
No
one is safe.
Nobody is safe. Anybody can get it.
Honestly, but how can you ask someone to take a pay cut after just renewing a contract?
Literally, and it's like I've heard some reports say that this is the record, like they've made record profits.
Yeah, so it's like, what are they taking a pay cut for?
And these are the. I
hear it because they don't do house shows anymore.
That's what the reason is that they're not wrestling as often anymore, so the pay doesn't align with the number of wrestling shows they're doing, but. They're paying for their own travel. They're paying for their own hotels. They're paying for their own food. I'm assuming, like, don't quote me. I don't know if WWE is covering healthcare.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they do not.
I know they send them to their doctors and stuff, and then like their surgeons, and they might. But basically, they are not covering a lot of stuff for their employees. So I feel like increased pay warrants and at least covers or acts as compensation to what they're missing out on. So what is it?
What is it?
What is it?
What is it? Who? But yeah, no, guys, like, gosh, I've had this talk with a few people. It's just like, where do you see kind of Austin Creed and Kofi Kingston go next? I mean, I'm hoping that they sort of, you know, show this as an example that, look, yeah, we're not satisfied with what's going on. We're happy to walk away. But I'm hoping that they go back because I can't see them anywhere else. But if we're talking in tag team, I think obviously the question is AEW.
Where tag team wrestling is still alive and not hated.
For me, I feel like Austin Creed, he's so much of a gamer guy, so wherever he wants to take that to, he can take it anywhere. Kofi, if he wants to be a singles guy, I can see him in AEW. Even the tag team, I can see it in AEW. But if Austin wants to go back to TNA,
I was just gonna say I would not mind a run with Austin in TNA again.
And he can take Kofi with him.
He could. Oh, why they could just, if they want to wrestle, they could just travel around now, basically, and then see where they end up. You know, could Japan take?
Japan could be a prospect.
Maybe.
There's always opportunities everywhere, right? So they can travel around, see what suits them, and then eventually it would be nice if they went back. But then also I'm just like thinking to myself, again, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. I don't want them to go back
and then be disrespected again.
Exactly, because then I'm also like, how much would they go back for?
Yeah.
It won't be the same, obviously, that they were given. So, well, I assume so. Depends how desperate WWE/TKO want them back because they realise their mistake. So we'll see. But yeah, shout out to them, man. I'm just even thinking of just Biggie. Oh God, we haven't even had like a proper like "Don't you dare be sour" clap. When was the last time we heard that? COVID. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so upset.
Oh my God. This brings like the topic of like,
it's a new day. Yes, it is.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. And there's obviously their contributions to
so
many aspects of like wrestling in terms of Kofi being a singles person as well. I mean, he's been there for decades, and just seeing
one of the last few remaining.
Literally,
it's him, Randy, Punk,
Rey Mysterio.
I think that's it, and technically Drew.
Yeah, of like the handpicked Vince.
Drew's been there for years.
Drew and Sheamus, yeah. I think those are the last.
Sheamus.
Yeah. But Sheamus is a hero in that aspect, man. He should just never go. If Sheamus goes, I riot, man. I will riot upon riot. But no, like he's one of the few, like especially in terms of him being like the first Ghanaian WWE champion and how that was celebrated.
My sister's never forgiven him for that, technically.
Why?
Because he lied.
A lot of people haven't.
She was so upset to find out. Rep Africa, but she was just like, why did you lie and say you were Jamaican this whole time?
Yeah, them know who.
She felt gaslighted for years.
I'll never forget when Triple H was like, weren't you supposed to be Jamaican? And Kofi was like, oh.
And then also CM Punk, he was like, "Yay, Jamaica be crazy." And you're like, "Oh yeah, we don't do that anymore."
Oh God,
his work wife is gone.
Yeah. Punk's work wife is gone.
That's
his
so
buddy.
true.
I used to be so invested in their friendship.
Yeah, and then Punk used to talk about their road story.
Yeah,
and wasn't that one time when there was they got accosted by the police?
Yeah.
And then Punk had to step in.
Yeah.
And then we obviously back then we didn't realise like the you know, the little racism that was going, not the little, I'm not gonna downplay it. The racism that was going on in terms of police, you know, brutality. And then like Punk having to step in and sort of like be the guy to kind of mediate the situation. And it was just like, damn, Kofi, you've been through it. And then now this is happening. Austin Creed is another guy that has gone through, like, in terms of his kind of singles run, going into tag team, and he was always like the mouthpiece for the New Day.
He was the mouthpiece, yeah.
And, you know, him just being that entertaining guy on the trumpets, just doing his things. I mean, he's had his downs, so we're not going to go too deep into that. But in terms of like how, you know, he's...
I was just like,
Liv wanted to bring that up again on Monday Night Raw.
We didn't need to even allude.
Anyways.
There's no need to even allude. But I will say, Austin Creed I think he deserved an even bigger run than what he got in WWE. There was great potential.
When they gave him King of the Ring, that's when I thought that they were going to shoot him to the moon. And then they did nothing.
They did nothing with it.
They did not.
But that was in the Vince era, and it's been known that Vince hates tournaments. So it was always...
why was it there?
But there was even greater potential later. There was still potential later, even, you know, with Vince and without Vince. But I hear it. It's just... I know.
And then, of course, Big E, like, unfortunate circumstances had led him to obviously cut his career short, but damn, Big E was again another guy who was, in terms of like singles competitiveness, like he started as a singles, had a little bit of a run with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee, and then you know, had his own singles run, and then went back with the New Day, and then had his singles run again. Like, he's just had a trajectory of like good runs, but I'm glad to see that he's still being utilized, and he's still in the presses, and he's still doing his, because he's doing a fantastic job, man.
He is doing a great
and
job.
You know, congratulations on your engagement, and you know, to many more futures with you and your future wife, man.
Yeah.
It's a sad story, but we can only wish them
the best
in their future endeavors.
Quickly, just shout out one of my favorite New Day moments would be the gauntlet match. It would be Big E and Xavier basically versus every tag team possible in order to give Kofi the shot. I think that was brilliant. Another favorite moment, when Seth was heel and they were like trying to like not indoctrinate him, but like there were just really funny moments with the New Day and Seth Rollins very early on.
When he had blonde hair.
Yeah. Very, very early on. Even like, because they started out as heels, didn't they? They weren't face at all, but they were just so funny. And then also, I can't remember what WrestleMania, the number, but when they were the hosts. Yeah. And they came out of the BTO cereal.
Oh my God.
And they were dragging.
You know what?
And then Xavier doing the Jeff Hardy dance when the Hardy Boys returned. There's just so many great moments. And then Up, Up, Down, Down.
Yeah.
I used to, oh my God, I used to watch that all the time. Maybe there's an opportunity for Xavier and Kenny to do some stuff.
I'd love that.
Maybe not on Up, Up, Down, Down.
No, that's no. WWE has cut, but
yeah.
as in like now we've got an opportunity here. Maybe AEW bound, and maybe there's something there that can be done.
And Kenny speaks so highly of us.
For sure.
He speaks very highly of
for
us.
sure.
So I mean, if you've got the Kenny stamp of approval, you're going places, man. Few of my favorite moments, they're quite niche actually. I remember they had a tag match, it was like a triple threat tag match, and then it was Kofi versus Xavier. And then Xavier just quickly went into the pin. And I remember Sheamus just jumping in and just,
because when they're doing the same thing the New Age Outlaws did as well. No, but that was just so funny because everyone was like, what are you doing?
And I think there was another Royal Rumble where I think Kofi got eliminated, but he landed on a pancake. So it didn't count. So it was just
then Xavier kept throwing out pancakes so he could hop between pancakes.
Oh, even like the Royal Rumble Kofi Kingston. I'm not going to say it wasn't a challenge, but what can he top each year?
Yeah.
Every time he fell out in the ring.
But as soon as the years started to end, like he started to flop those moves, boy, and they just dragged him out.
Well, you can't top it every time,
man.
Yeah, how do you get it? Like, I think now that they've got people like Sol Ruka, and even Naomi was jumping on the wave now.
John Morrison, it's basically any high flyer. He just happened to be the one who was doing it the most, and then it became a running gag, right? So, but the New Day has loads of running gags actually, so that's what I liked.
Would you consider them one of the top tag teams in the WWE?
In the WWE,
for sure. 100%.
This is why I said specifically in the WWE.
No, for 100%. Given like the restraint and restrictions WWE put on tag teams, they were probably one of the most decorated at one point. So yeah, for sure. No, top tag team.
I think they're under the Usos as the most decorated tag team. I think so. Yeah.
Highly respect to them, man. Obviously, like I said, shout out to them and their future endeavors, and obviously for putting black wrestling in our. And I just love the way they portrayed themselves in this kind of like, because obviously we were just on the BBC for Identity. Please go check it out. It was a fantastic interview. Shout out to Richie Brave for having us on, and shout out to you guys who listened and who have spiked our engagement up ever since then. Like, I am so overwhelmed and so grateful. And the reason why I'm obviously kind of connecting that is because, again, talking about identity and this black people are not a monolith. I loved how they were all like individuals in their own sense, like athletes, geeks, comedians, gospel. Like, it was just so many kind of
they were multifaceted
of black people.
Very, very like things that black people go through in their life. So it was just they were just lovely to see, and they were a joy. And yeah, man, I really do hope that this is not the end of the road for them, and I would love to see them have more freedom and being able to just travel around the world, showcase their talent, have matches with so many names out there, and
also shout out to their podcast, because without it we wouldn't have had big meaty man. Big meaty man.
But yeah, guys,
and the twins. The twin
stuff. Oh my god, that podcast was so funny. Anyway, shout out to the New Day.
Shout out to the New Day, guys. Let us know what you think and give us your best memories of the New Day, and where you'd like to see them next, and hopefully the scope that they'll have in the coming future. But guys, this weekend we have just come off the bat of Backlash.
Oh my god, did you see it? I might have sent it to you. They did behind the scenes of Triple H, how many times he had to say Backlash. He did his hair like that on purpose.
Of course he did. Triple H's hair is a paid actor.
Oh my god.
Gosh, he is that hair. Anyway, guys, how did we feel about Backlash?
You know what? I think it was good. All the matches were significantly longer than their WrestleMania counterparts, at least quite a number of them.
Less adverts.
It's a 5-match show.
But still, like, they could have filled the advertisements with like something so much longer. Given what we've seen at WrestleMania, as far as I'm concerned, they only care about advertisements. So they could have basically filled the time if they really wanted to. So I was really like happy, particularly the women's match. That was a very long match, about 18 minutes or so. So I think it was good. I think it could have had more matches, to be honest. I don't know why we have to do this 5-match gimmick. Don't get me wrong, it's great for my insomnia. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's nice being a fan on the other side, across the pond, and actually not having to stay up for so long. But there's so much more opportunity. I feel like they could have added another match or two, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I think, in terms of my opinion on Backlash, I think it was WWE's best pay-per-view / PLE so far.
Really?
I think so.
Mind you,
we're in May.
That's quite deep,
Literally. And obviously the standard of what WWE has been kind of like presenting for the past few months. I mean, like I said, I think I'm pretty justified in saying that this is their best PLE so far. Very good. What do you think, Chidera?
I just heard what the streets told me. The streets told me it was the best PLE. I said, fair enough. I'll take it.
Let's go through the matches. Obviously, the opening was Braun Baker versus Seth Rollins with Paul Heyman at ringside, and Braun Baker took the win.
Are you saying Baker or Breaker?
You said Baker.
I said Baker. Sorry, Breaker.
You're thinking about Brett.
Yeah. He does bake.
Does he?
No, I don't know.
Might bake off.
Anyway, Braun Breaker. You know what? Braun Baker, because he was baking in that match, boy. I'm not gonna lie. Braun Breaker.
The pun didn't land.
I'm sorry. Braun Breaker was cooking in that match.
There we go.
He was cooking in that match. It was as if he didn't even have an injury in the first place. But I could see tones down those
spears are toned down.
The spears, they told him that it's enough now. We need you for the long run.
Said, cool down.
Cool down.
Cool your jets.
Yeah, but yeah, man. How do you feel about the opening match?
Great opener. I think I couldn't imagine another opener. Actually, it was completely fast paced. The crowd were completely behind them. It was strike after strike after strike. Favorite moment. Seth did a superplex, and then he was ready to do his Falcon's arrow, and then Braun counters and does one of his own.
As he should.
There wasn't even enough time to register. It was crazy. And I was just like, I see you. I see how it is.
Braun is very fast paced.
Yeah.
For a guy of his stature, it's very nice to see somebody like his, because when you look at people in the past who've had his stature, guys like Ryback, the Steiners, they're quite slow. They can't really go for long, but Braun being that guy who has that stature, that big, small guy stature, and just going the way that he's going, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Couldn't fault it.
It was good.
Yeah.
Before you continue, I feel like Backlash has a Twitter effect. You know how you watch a match, you think it's good, and you go online, and there's just people. Mind you, I didn't know watch the show. I didn't see the... when I went on Twitter, all I saw was, oh my God, Seth tried to do a Will Ospreay and he missed. I was like, okay, so is the match good or not? Like, he missed. Okay, he missed twice on 2 things, but people watch all the time. It's actually okay.
It happens all the time, because when you said that you think it's the best PLE so far, I saw mixed reviews online where people were like, oh, this was crap. And I was just like, oh, did we watch the same thing? I don't think it was amazing, but I don't think it was bad. So
I said, with WWE standards and what they have been producing for the past few months, I'm justified in saying that was their best PLE. I'm so sorry. The only thing that you can base that can top that, if you really want to think about it, is WrestleMania Night 2. But then even then, WrestleMania Night 2 was a bit janky in some places.
Some highs.
But if I'm talking about consistently paced, consistent good matches, timing, not clouded by adverts, everything in terms of storyline, in terms of all the matches, all the matches in terms of storyline made absolute sense.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about that, I think it was their best. Because I'm thinking of WrestleMania as a whole. If you average out the 2, Night 1 unfortunately crumbled.
Yeah.
Night 2 saved it.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about from start to finish, I think Backlash was
I hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I think Seth is forever going to get those comparisons to Will after that whole Twitter debacle.
And you know what? I live for it. I don't care. I love it.
He low-key started it.
Bloody love it. Compare and contrast. And and you know what? Do you know what makes me happy? It makes Seth angry all the time.
It does.
I think it makes him angry, but I think he's calmed down about that after that massive backlash he got.
He has to mature about it. Yeah. He has to be mature about it.
It's been years as well. He should be mature about it now.
Because in terms of it just shouldn't faze him, and it just you know what it is. I've always had this thing with Seth. Yeah, is that Seth can. Okay, Will Ospreay is in a company where he can go to his full potential, and he knows he can have matches that he knows that he's fully capable of doing, and there is no limit to what if Will Ospreay goes up to Tony Khan and says, I want to do this, Tony Khan is like, you're the man.
Hell yeah, do it.
Seth Rollins has that power. He just doesn't choose to use it.
This is why I feel like when people do the ranking of the Shield members, it's a bit unfair, because Jon Moxley is the only one who's left the company and has been able to actually go to his fullest potential. Which is why when I say Roman is my least favorite wrestler, it's because I've never seen his full potential being seen, and I feel like I've seen that with Jon Moxley. I know where he can go. Literally. I don't know how far Roman can go. I don't know how far
in match capability. Yeah. Okay,
I don't know. Well, I know to an extent how far Seth can go because I've seen him in Ring of Honor.
Thank you very much.
That is
Roman is pure WWE, so we don't generally know. Actually, you are right. Okay.
That's exactly my rife with Seth, because Seth is. I know Seth.
In early NXT.
Literally,
we saw how far he can go,
and that's what I'm saying. I think the fact that I think a lot of the frustration is placed at that. Seth, we know you can hoop. I would even say that Seth is probably the best out of the three members.
Say, yeah.
But it's because, again, he holds himself back to such an extent that I'm just like, bro, you have the... And the thing is, Seth, if he wanted to, he actually will. He could, because Triple H loves him so much, he could literally go to Triple H and say, Triple H, you know what? I actually feel like I can do more than what
just for the one time. Let me do it to 100%.
I fear
his injuries have kind of hindered him a little bit.
I was gonna say, I hope he doesn't come for me, but I fear peak Seth was the cash-in.
Yeah.
And then maybe the year after when he faced Lesnar in the first match, right?
Yeah.
And it was shocking.
But then again, if Seth wants to peak again, he can peak
well,
again.
yeah, I guess the injuries, because I thought with the vision and everything, I was like, oh, we're getting something, and he had the title, but...
And then the injuries came into place. Because, like, what I love about Seth, obviously Roman is the standard. Roman is the top guy right now. He's the one running the thing. But what I love about Seth, is that Seth, is the only guy that Roman genuinely fears.
It's so funny. I love it.
It was in gorilla position, when Roman went on his tirade on Jacob Fatu, and he was just standing there, and Seth gave him a look. You know when they just passed each other, and I'm just like, first of all, Seth isn't one bit phased by Roman. Meanwhile, the whole of the locker room is scared to death of Roman.
Yeah.
Even Jacob Fatu, there's a bit of fear in him because obviously it's just like, family dynamics. You kind of have to fear the top guy. The only reason why I'm acting like this is because I genuinely fear him and I know his position. Seth couldn't give a toss.
Yep.
He looks, and then on top of that, Roman knows this.
And that's what he's perturbed because of that.
And it
pisses him off so much.
Literally. And that's why Seth, open the Pandora's box, man. It's closing. It's closing.
That's why long-term storytelling, when it's done right, is so lovely. Because then when Roman was able to do the chair shot, I know that he'd been counting the days, crossing the days on the calendar, being like, day 10 till I get to slap this man in the back.
Until then, I don't even get to do it effectively.
No.
Seth will still get up,
exactly,
do the damn thing, and still scare me. Psychological,
and it's still not enough.
It's psychological warfare between those two. Is deeper than rap. I just love it.
Seth has Roman. The way Roman talks to himself in the ring, Seth has that on Roman times 100. Yeah. You'll see Roman go crazy,
and that's why. Do you know what? It's making me think. I think Shield is probably one of the best factions to come out of WWE.
No, absolutely.
Because I'm so sorry, call me out on this. NWO don't have this dynamic.
No.
They've all gone some of them are dead. But they've all gone their separate ways. They don't have this long-term storytelling dynamic that's going on.
Not at the moment, no, obviously.
New Day, potential, they kind of built it up with the whole Big E thing, but that kind of just fell flat a bit. Bullet Club, everyone's just scattered all over the world. Even
we don't even know what's going on.
We don't even know what's going on. New factions here, But when we're talking about storytelling on the long term, obviously the next ones to come up with this one is Bloodline. But if we're talking about storytelling long term, when it comes to psychological warfare, physical warfare, when it comes to this is. It's Shield, man.
And you still have people crying about that breakup to this day.
Shield. And the next ones that could have had this potential is Wyatt family. But then obviously
things happened.
Things happened. So I'm telling you, if we're talking about consistent long-term building, even then, and I hope that one day when we do get Seth versus Roman, that we don't get they build up on that. We don't get no legacy fall off. Like, because that should have been like Randy versus that.
I mean, they face each other quite many times, but like the level that you're talking about, absolutely. Yeah. Once we get that again, I mean, WrestleMania, I would have loved.
I'm there. And if the story isn't told right, I'm suing. I'm firing.
Basically, TKO better not touch.
They don't touch the story. Don't touch. Leave this to WWE creative.
Celebrities are needed, and in fact, I don't think Roman would even look towards a celebrity to help him in this situation.
And you see, this is why I like Roman, because Roman is using his power.
If it's not family, get out.
Literally, Roman is using his power. The same power that Seth has, Roman is saying, you know what, give me the power. I'm using it.
Yeah.
to my best extent. So while you say that Roman has not reached his potential in terms of, you haven't seen him, to be honest, I think Roman has reached his potential, but you think it's not 100%.
The way I think of it, I think because Roman has a different wrestling style.
Yeah.
They all have different wrestling styles. Roman's is not my favorite, which is why he's the bottom. And then it's Seth. No, then it's John, and then it's Seth.
Yeah.
In terms of wrestling. But
yeah. I thought your what you were saying was very specific to wrestling and
just
not
wrestling. Yeah, not
like
whole
package. Roman has reached tremendous
reached
potential, but wrestling, you're right. I actually don't know if we've seen the best of him.
We haven't.
I love how we've derailed this conversation to the Shield.
Of course.
What's the next match?
The Shield is
at the end of the day, all things go back to Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, and the Shield.
And the Shield. Amen. But anyway, you guys touched upon celebrity involvement. And Trick Williams, we're going to go into Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn with Lil Yachty on ringside.
Everything I expected it to be honest. I actually kind of like that Sammy's tapping into this heel thing. Whatever's going on there. But
do what you need to do, Sammy.
Do what you need to do, Sammy. Like, I don't know what to say.
However, I will say, let's move on.
All I want to say is...
No, let's move on from Trick and Sammy, please.
That needs to end.
End it now.
End the gingerbread man. I'm tired. I don't want to see anymore.
That needs to end,
in terms of celebrity involvement, I'm liking the level that Lil
he does it.
has.
He does it the best.
He does it best. Stay as a manager. It's giving Swerve and Prince Nana a bit, but obviously nothing can top Swerve and Prince Nana. But it's giving that, and I just want it to be left at that level. I don't want to see Lil Yachty in a match. Though my conspiracy theory is,
how can you make your own sound?
It wasn't even just his own sound. You know, it was the Law and Order.
You're so bush.
Like, that was more. I heard it immediately when you were like, dun, dun, I was just like, where's Olivia?
she's about to walk into this room, accuse me of a crime. Do you know what I love about Olivia?
Your crime is stealing.
Do you know what I love about Olivia? Yeah, the first 10 minutes. Yeah, what I've sussed about Law and Order. Yeah, the first 10 minutes
specifically.
The first 10 minutes, if she accuses you, you're innocent.
Yeah.
Because she'll come in and be like, you're accused for rape and murder. And I'm like, girl, I didn't do that shit. And then down the line, we're like, actually, she didn't do that shit. And then I'm just like, guys, this has been the running gag of Law and Order SVU for like the whole of it. She will just come in and be like, yeah, it was you. And then they find out down the line, it's like, hold on, it's actually not him. She just delivered the body. But under her she didn't even know. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, my conspiracy theory is, and I was discussing this with a friend. Again, I'm always discussing things with friends. I'm trying to indoctrinate my friends into WWE, guys.
As you should.
Good. As you should.
But, so our theory is that celebrities are paying TKO to show up on WWE TV.
Paying?
How much money are they?
It's enough money for them for them to show up on.
God damn. Maybe that's why they're making record
profit.
The profit is from the celebrities.
Wait. Was it WrestleMania? Was it night 1 or night 2? There was a random man sitting at the announcement table.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't say anything. Paid to be there. You're onto something.
Maybe you're right.
I'm onto something, guys. Dun, 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 dun,
You're
dun,
onto
dun,
something.
dun.
I say random man. I think he's famous in some right. I don't know.
Before we start sounding like Madam Joyce, I don't know that man personally.
Yeah. I don't think
He may be famous somewhere.
He may be famous, and then now
I don't know him personally.
we don't know him.
I don't know that man.
Don't come for me.
Exactly. Before they
don't
come and
know
say
that man.
he's a five-time world champ. I'm like, I don't know that man.
I don't know.
Sorry to that man. I don't know him. If he was walking down the street,
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know
a thing.
I wouldn't know a thing.
I will say though, you talking about the celebrity involvement with Lil Yachty and Trick. Decent level, but Trick doesn't need a celebrity.
I think do you know what? I disagree. I think in this first run, it's nice. It's worked well. It's worked fine. It shouldn't be a long-term thing. I think then Trick Williams now needs to go into his own. He needs to, because he has enough charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
That's why I think he doesn't need it.
RuPaul, don't come for me, please. RuPaul, please.
That's why I don't think he needs one.
I don't think he needs one long
I don't think
term.
it's a matter of need, but more so, I think it's cool for him to have one. Like it works for him. I feel like they bounce off well together.
Maybe it's my disdain for celebrities and
no, but I hear
in
you.
General, because I'm just like, get out. What are you doing here?
I feel like the celebrity like dislike is mainly because it happens with people who don't really suit each other. So like, for example, Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. Why the hell was that a thing?
Imagine WWE is the reason why I know who Jelly Roll is.
And
then I saw he won a Grammy and I was like, oh.
There's no gel.
There's no gel, there's no link there. However, Lil Yachty and Trick, they make sense. They look good together.
They literally do.
Take it back to when celebrities actually meant something. Like Big Show versus Floyd.
Wasn't that just a one-off match?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It meant something. It felt big.
But at the same time, you don't want to see Lil Yachty in a match.
No, I don't. But I'm just saying, take it back to when you involved celebrities in a way where it actually meant something, and just not just having celebrities.
I think, to be fair, I just think Lil Yachty's here for the love of the game.
Yeah, he's here. And he paid. No, I'm joking. He didn't pay.
Allegedly. That's how we get cancelled.
In it.
Oh,
but yeah, I thought it was a decent match. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's not something that has replay value to me personally.
No,
but
I don't think so.
I thought it was a fun match. Now this is where the real sports entertainment comes in.
This was completely sports entertainment.
I loved this match.
Did you like it?
I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun.
I did think it was fun. I will say, I love Kit Wilson, but he really is making me miss Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze, just in general. I just feel like there's an opportunity to have all of them down.
Just for those who don't know, it was Danhausen and Minihausen versus The Miz and Kit Wilson.
Yeah, sorry, I should have started with that. I also really liked the video package beforehand. I thought that was really fun, showcasing everything that happened, because I totally forgot some of the scenes, like the wedding and the cake being thrown in Maurice's face. So I actually thought that was really, really fun. And I really liked Minihausen. Minihausen? Yeah, Minihausen.
So I'm speculating it was El Torito.
That's what I heard.
I think it was El Torito.
Yeah,
do it, man. I'm sorry. I'm loving this Danhausen.
It was good.
Danhausen is so fun. Like, there's always whether you guys like it or not, there's always going to be a silly aspect when it comes to WWE.
Yeah,
and it's sports entertainment.
Wrestling in general is silly.
It's carny.
When you think about it, so
it's carny. It has to be.
Yeah. And this Danhausen and Minihausen thing was just so.
I think you hold the mirror in front of me, you try and curse.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
That's intelligence.
Literal silly little moments. And I'm sorry, but the Miz and Danhausen's thing has been gold.
Yeah.
There's been no misses for me. Like, there's just been pure comedic gold. And obviously the previous comedy guys are beginning to having to settle down a bit. I mean, R-Truth is getting a bit old. Someone needs to fill in that part, and it's Danhausen, and the way he's just been doing it with this whole and it's different. And it's just like, because in the past we've seen like demonic characters in like Kane and Undertaker, and like we've just been seeing them like in the serious aspect, the big men in the world title scene, and just seeing like a different kind of
but their demonic powers, they end at all the lights turn off or there's electricity in the room. Danhausen's actually doing things.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually doing things.
It's so silly. That's what I'm saying. That's
aspect... by design, though, because TKO has openly said that they don't like the dark stuff.
But I'm saying it's still a different trajectory
from what
we were used to, and it was just and it's a different direction, and it's more fun again because it's like it's just. We've seen them in more serious, even someone like Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul. That was a more kind of like dark, sinister thing in the Wyatt Six as well. But then now just seeing someone take it into a different realm, because we always associate these kind of like.
It's like Charlie Chaplin. Let's go in Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it. I really like that. It's not the best match in the world.
No, it wasn't. But it was never supposed to be.
It was never supposed to be.
I'm not expecting 5 stars.
Literally. I was watching Monday Night Wars, Monday Night Live with Anafi and Mex on Wrestling's. Obviously, go check them out every Monday. It's a really good topic of discussion, and the question was raised of Danhausen's ceiling.
Yeah.
Do you think where do you think Danhausen will go?
Not the top.
If he wins the world title, I'll scream.
If he wins the world title, I will scream.
The thing is, though, sometimes you gotta take these moments, and it would be ingenious if, like, they could capitalize in the right moment, and it would be a good, funny.
Roman,
it could be a good, funny thing.
I don't even think Roman will take it.
No. Roman, it wouldn't be Roman.
That's when Roman will turn into that don't work for me, bro. And that don't work for me, bro. It will be so enunciated.
But then the thing is, because of just how deluded it sounds, it could work if they make it work, and it's just a transitional thing.
Yeah.
Give it like the time, maybe, even though actually, to be honest, it's the wrong comparison, but I'll still say it. When Mankind won the championship for that one time, and some of everyone wanted it, it wasn't meant, annoyingly, because actually I think there was great potential. It wasn't meant to be serious by WWE. It was to give them the crowd a good feel-good moment, right? It could be done if they do it right.
I said no max than 4 minutes. A 4-minute championship run, and then somebody serious comes and cashes in, and done and dusted.
Hey, he could be John Cena's champion.
We'll get to that.
We're gonna get into that.
I don't know if Dan Ceiling.
if
Danhausen has a ceiling, as long as they don't overload it.
Yes, exactly.
He'll be fine.
Literally. I think
don't do too much.
Don't do too much. I think it will go down the R-Truth route where he'll win some championships here and there. It'll be a silly run, a silly fun run. I think he can definitely bag the tag team championship.
I was gonna say him and Mini Danhausen might actually bag that tag team championship at some point.
They are so gonna bag that championship.
This is what tag team wrestling is.
This is what tag team wrestling is to
how
WWE.
Do we go from the fucking Motor City Machine Guns to Damian Priest and R-Truth to Danhausen and Mini. No,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because WWE used to be the home of WWE of tag team championship. We're talking about Road Warriors. We're talking about the Hart Foundation. We're talking about
the Hardys.
DX, Edge and Christian, Dudley Brothers, Dudley Bros.
Literally, we're talking
New
about
Age Outlaws.
We're talking about the past. That tag team.
Jericho, The Awesome Truth.
Now you're naming the funny ones.
I'm just naming everyone. But Jericho won, and they held those titles for a while.
Yeah.
Mate, we even had Rated RKO.
Rated RKO. Kane and the Big Show.
Bryan.
Yeah.
The Brothers of Destruction. Yeah.
But also Big Show was always in a tag team. He had a tag team title with everyone actually at one point.
A majority of people.
So... Edge and Rey Mysterio.
That was also a thing, yeah.
They were great.
Batista and Rey Mysterio.
The Acolytes.
So there is some good names, but this is what
is going on.
What is going on?
What were they called? Stone Cold and Triple H.
Power Trip.
Okay.
The two Power Trip, or was it the Power Trip?
No, it was just called the Power Trip.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite tag teams. Oh my God, you guys weren't there when the Power Trip was running things. They hated each other, but they worked.
It worked.
Oh my God, I was alive and kicking, still alive and kicking when them two were running the tag team. Oh.
And now you have Damian Priest.
Now we have Damian Priest and R-Truth.
No offense to them,
But then even then, when you're looking at Damian Priest's
catalogue
from Fall from Grace.
Oh God, I don't know, boy. But I have a theory, obviously, that I will probably touch into later on when it links on to a later match that we're going to look at as well. But after Danhausen, Minihausen, The Miz and Kit Wilson, we had Io Sky versus Asuka, which we will get into more in the Rock and Suck review. So that takes us straight to John Cena's Continental. I'm calling it John Cena's Continental Classic.
Because the name is already long enough.
The name is already long enough.
What is the name? What is the actual name?
Okay, should I get into what it actually is?
Get into the facts.
So, what is it? The John Cena Classic. It is an entire show where WWE and NXT superstars will compete against each other. The audience will get to vote in this event to determine who will be the John Cena Classic champion. Any superstar who competes can be voted to become champion, whether they win the tournament or the tournament match or not. All I'm asking is for a reintroduction to the spinner belt.
So essentially, anybody can win.
Anybody can,
regardless.
Basically, the way I see
this is
it,
how they vote Jada Parker.
Yeah,
they will vote Jada Parker.
but kind of like basically. Oh my god! How I see it, how it goes. Your camera's there. Zoom, move into my eyes. How I see it, I think it's basically going to be like an exhibition series of matches, and then the audience gets to vote who they view to be their MVP. So, like for example, thinking about to like some of the past pay-per-views, let's just randomly say Elimination Chamber this year, the women's. My MVP of the match was Kiana James because she shone really bright, and I would like. Didn't actually expect as much from her, and she was actually super amazing, really, really good. So if I got to vote, I'd probably vote her as the champion because I thought she was stellar throughout the pay-per-view.
Bearing in mind, Kiana James could lose her match and still be voted.
Yes, and she'll be the champion. I don't think there's a winner. Everyone's a winner.
So what's the point? What's
I don't know what it is. I think it's basically John Cena's role right now is as a conduit of basically he's retired. It's time now to shine a light on new people, but also this is a great way for WWE to utilize wrestlers who aren't necessarily being used.
So my question is, are they having a separate show?
I think it's a separate thing, and this is like basically I was intrigued because I thought it was going to be a Club WWE announcement when actually you were highlighting that maybe the only people who can vote is Club WWE. So maybe it could be Club WWE. So it's not actually accessible to everyone because I think they've not really announced what Club WWE is going to be, but I think it's a subscription service.
It is a subscription
So with that, bring back the network and remove yourself from Netflix because why do we have all these subscriptions?
I'm starting to think that they're trying to use this Club WWE as their own little community because the IWC is too powerful.
They're tired and that's why they're blocking everyone.
That's why they're
Stop blocking me, by the way.
they're running this WWE with an iron fist where they want everything to be more centralized.
Yeah.
And they want the opinions of people who are paying. They want to make it feel like you have a say,
but you don't.
But you don't.
You absolutely
because
do not.
I have a lot. Okay.
This sounds like the government.
Literally. And they are, to be honest, they are running.
WWE is a microcosm of society.
Yeah.
There is, to be honest, WWE is being. It's like Trump is running America like it is the WWE. But anyway.
LBC basically kind of used that as an analogy.
Basically. So obviously WWE wants to be a part of that microcosm, as you said, of that kind of democratic first past the post.
There's nothing democratic about it.
Because there is going to be a lot of corruption. I think that basically they're going to rig the results anyway. They're going to choose. They're going to see who they want to be their champion. The people who they want the people to feel like they have a say, but at the end of the day, they're going to pick who's the most suitable. Because I'm so sorry, we're not going to get, if Ricky Saints is going to be chosen as the champion, he's not going to be the champion. They're going to go, because Obafemi is a name that seems to be popping up in that whole thing. I have a lot of opinions on this.
Hit me.
This Cena Continental Classic, yeah. Number one, it felt like a pivot. It felt like a pivot. They were going to announce something else, but then they just, because there was nothing, there was no preparation in terms of like kind of, you know, graphics. There was no sort of like.
You would be right because it has been confirmed by Dave Meltzer and other people that they didn't know what they were doing and they just wanted to announce something. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is planned. They just wanted to make an announcement at Backlash.
You thought I bored.
And I quote, the John Cena Classic is currently being treated as a work in progress, with WWE wanting the Backlash announcement to happen before major details were finalized.
Well, there you go. And I don't know.
That's why none of it makes sense.
It just doesn't make sense to me in terms of like, fair enough. I've always believed that John Cena is the guy who wants to showcase new talent, but it shouldn't take John Cena stepping in to do this for them to do that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Can I also quote John Cena here?
Go on.
Because John Cena acknowledged there was a mixed reaction online. He said, the John Cena Classic may not be perfect by any means, yet
Clearly. You lot don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is, yet it's authentically, I can't say that word today. It's authentic to him, basically. Mm-hmm. I'm aware that there is the risk that it might be a total failure, and I'm not afraid of that, and believe it's still worth stepping in the arena for.
Whatever that means.
Well, whatever that means.
Authentically. No, I can't say the word. Ignore me. Thank you.
But it's just, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is just early skepticism in terms of like how this is going to operate. There is the risk of trolls. There is the risk of people who actually deserve to be in that limelight being shunned, because I could just think of guys like Carmelo Hayes. Like, imagine like he ends up being the guy, and then they said, "They don't work with us, brother."
There's also the risk that they actually don't even do it because it's WWE. Authentically, I've done it. Anyway.
But then again, I just think it's just another way to try and get people to go onto Club WWE.
Yeah, I hear it.
So that they can pay for that service and then be like, yeah, we've had a say, but we actually don't have a say. It takes the power away from people who paid their money in the arenas to have a say. And to be able to enjoy the product. And then also it just doesn't give space for people to know what's going on when this happens, because now when we get an upset, it'll be like, well, it's actually because of the members they paid. This is the members they said this is who they wanted. It's not our fault. Do you know what I mean? It's just a lot of I think there's a lot more cons than there is pros.
WWE has tried this community thing a lot, like a number of times. I don't know if you guys remember years ago on their website, there was like a forum thing that wrestlers could come in and talk to fans and stuff. I used to like stay up for those. It was so weird. And then sometimes Triple H would pop in. Stephanie popped in. There was a rumor that John Cena popped in, but I was never there for it. Some superstars would basically pop in and stuff. And it was them trying to curate again and kind of like control the conversation between fans to make fans feel they were involved, but they're truly not involved. You can't control the narrative. And then
Shout out EC3.
And then just going back to what you said, where you said that they would rig the results, you've brought me on to thinking that they've probably always, for everything that they've done, intended to rig results. Because truly, this is so random. Taboo Tuesday, did people truly vote?
I was thinking of when they used to get people to vote for like matches.
They voted, but we already had the matching plan.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can we assume?
Probably, yeah.
I feel like they've always rigged these things.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Guys. Either way, let's see how it pans out. I personally,
whether it pans out at all.
They don't even have a poster.
They don't even have a poster. They don't even, like
at just least on a spinner belt. I don't understand.
At least have like you know how they have the rules for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like
at least have a graphic that explains the rules. Bullet point. Because since you guys think we're stupid, having John Cena come in the ring and just announce it just like that, and I'm just like,
it's so funny because I remember seeing all the speculations like he's gonna announce WrestleMania in London. Yeah,
I don't know who brought up that rumor. It wasn't me this time.
It wasn't me. I've already seen what the government is focusing on and stuff, and WrestleMania ain't on that list.
WrestleMania ain't on that list, boy. Like, we just need to park our dreams for WrestleMania, because even then
Ireland can take it.
Even the timelines for what's going on in May, in April, it doesn't coincide with WrestleMania anyway, because football before everything.
And then there's other stuff that they're considering as well. Hell, they're even looking. The moment I saw that they're considering bidding for the Olympics again, I was just like, it's over.
It's over.
Cool down.
No, but I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the London 2012 Olympics, man.
No, but it's not gonna be the same.
Man,
it's 2012 was the last time we were united
as a nation.
As 4 nations. It will never be the same. Where everyone was tolerable, everyone celebrated people. Oh, no, it will never be the same.
2012 Olympics and 2016 summer was the last time. Last time
was the last time we were truly
happy. We were truly happy. In fact, 2016 summer was like slightly broken because of Brexit. But we tried. We pretended it wasn't happening.
One dance, and did you see? That helps me.
I'm dead.
God.
Shout out Zara Larson for mentioning it. Did you see?
Did you see what I done? Came in a black prince, left in a
white
white one.
But no, honestly, like the Olympics will never be the same.
No, yeah.
2012.
Gosh.
That time I was even interested in the Olympics and athletics.
I was working.
See, I'm still interested in Olympics because like
other than
Olympics
like
is my favorite.
track, I don't care.
I was working the Olympics.
Yeah, this is the thing. That's another thing as well. They willingly, so the volunteering age was 16 and above, so everyone could be involved in some way. My mum went to the practice opening ceremony. So the next day when we were watching it, she kept on pointing to things that she was like, I saw that. That was so annoying.
Something was happening in my secondary school, but I forgot what it was.
We had the torch on our the passing of the torch. It was one elderly lady who gave it to Rupert Grint from Harry Potter. That was another. Everyone was involved. Even Boris seemed like a normal person.
Boy, this is the time of the Boris spikes, isn't it?
Yeah, because he was the mayor at that time.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know who Boris Johnson is, he was our Prime Minister during the 2012.
Know who he is.
During the 2020 COVID, lest we forget. Because that 2020 scandal. Hey, 2020 is when everybody's morale has just dropped to the bin and has never been the same again. We're in 2026.
And we're still suffering.
And we're still suffering.
To quote Boris, "Dems the break."
I'll never forget that speech. Some of you.
What did you volunteer for?
I don't know. Some of you
They died.
But that's the price we have to pay.
What did you volunteer?
I didn't volunteer. I worked.
Oh, what? As in like what event? Sorry.
So I was working in the basketball arena catering.
You were.
And I saw everyone. Yeah. I saw LeBron. I saw Lala Anthony. I saw Trina.
That Super League team.
Did you see Klay Thompson?
I didn't know who Klay Thompson was.
He wasn't even in that Super League team, I swear.
What the hell? Who's Klay Thompson? I only know him because he got off with Meg the Stallion. Come for me now.
I even know him more because of Victoria Monet to begin with and Coco Jones.
That's even going into deeper things.
Deeper. There was someone else as well.
Laura Harrier.
Oh yeah, yes. I knew I was forgetting someone. Oh, that's amazing. I was with my mum. The moment that 2012 got announced, the way my mum was waiting for tickets to drop and stuff, she took us everything. And then she also took.
Has never been the same.
Oh, never been the same. My mum went to so many events. I'd just be calling her, "Where are you?" "Oh yeah, I'm at swimming." Huh? Like, that's how. Because then also they wanted, unlike the World Cup, they wanted people to go.
Yeah.
So tickets actually weren't that expensive. Obviously, like the big finales, the finals were, but they wanted people to be part of it,
so we can kiss that WrestleMania dream goodbye.
Absolutely not.
It's even the
Wembley's
timing.
even tainted because they view it as AEW territory now.
But then I just wish stop it.
I know,
guys.
They'll
be like, "Where's London Stadium? Do it in Stratford from now on."
Do you know what?
Or West Ham.
It just annoys me because. Forget about that. You guys, WWE, you had Wembley Arena first when it was SummerSlam '92, which I will never forget because that was such a great. You guys,
'92?
Yeah, it was. All I remember was Bret Hart versus British
Davey
Bulldog.
Boy. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize it was '92 though.
Yeah, SummerSlam '92.
Oh, I thought it was slightly later. I forgot.
But yeah, so it was like, you guys sold out SummerSlam. In Wembley Arena.
In the old one. Do you know who also performed there? Michael Jackson.
So forget about AEW, man. You guys clearly are showing that AEW is a threat. Because it's just, guys.
Stop being scaredy pants.
Get a
If you want to come.
Just
if you don't want to come, stay at
April
home.
And WrestleMania is tacky though, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, the timings, the football,
the rain. Unless they do like deep April, but then you can't guarantee. We had a great April this year. You can't guarantee it though. We had moments in April this year where it was like really hot.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I just don't think London wants to pay for WrestleMania.
No, absolutely not.
Because London is a city that can afford WrestleMania, but it's just like they heard the price. And
cough up the money, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want to travel again. I didn't even travel the first time, but I don't want to do it. But
then again, I'm not going to lie. Do I want Bad Vibes London to host WrestleMania? After I experienced it in America... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I do not want. Well,
it would be really different because like we're not staying in the area, so we won't be like. Well, I guess we can come from home. We can
these YNs, these people coming to ask me about my wrestling knowledge in London. Boys from Homerton, boys from Stratford. North Londoners telling me
about wrestling.
Do I know about what
you doing? It was only great because we hung out with some really great people.
That's what I'm saying.
If we went to the wrong ends and we were in the wrong places, it might not have been as great.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to, I'm only hanging out with wrestlings.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm not. Nobody else should ever
don't come chat to me.
Don't ask me nothing. Don't with your once a year showing up.
If it really did come by, I would take annual leave for the week. Because I can't be going from work to a wrestling event. I need to go to everything.
I'm taking 2 weeks off.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Like, you need 2 weeks?
Like, I'm living my American fantasy.
In London.
I'm acting like an American.
And
all of you you're beneath me. I'm so sorry. Don't come from my wrestling knowledge.
And then when the events are wrestlers at Eden Lounge.
And do you know what?
Gonna be asking me.
Do you know what?
They're still wrestling? Don't piss me off.
It's Baptista.
Baptista,
and I said it correct.
Here.
Baptista. Some guys will be coming up to me and be like, "Oh, is Baptista still wrestling?" I'm like, "Bro, come."
Am I gonna see Jeff Hardy? Should I slap you in the face?
But do you know what's really interesting about this is that actually, it will still be in its own bubble, because when we went, and then like I would run into people and they're like, "Oh, what you're doing because of our accents? What you're doing in Vegas?" We're like, "Oh, we're here for WrestleMania." They're like, What is that? Even my auntie and uncle who live in Vegas, who I went to visit, were like, "What? Is that why you came?" They just thought I came to Vegas to see Vegas. Oh, well. So whilst we're doing all this, the rest of the UK ain't paying attention. So yeah, that's why it probably won't be there.
I just know the UK attitudes, and I just know the London attitude, and I'm just not ready for the London attitude. Like I said, this is my sport.
Y'all got football.
You guys have got football. I've got the World Wrestling Federation.
I do like football.
The World Wrestling Entertainment. Please don't come and annoy me with your bad vibes. You guys still watch wrestling? What?
I'm dead.
I've been in these streets. Y'all need to be asking me questions.
Actually, just to bring it to football, who do you think is playing at all these stadiums? You're hearing wrestling themes.
True.
How many times at Arsenal have I heard Cult of Personality? I've heard The Time Is Now. At one point, I swear they played Roman Reigns.
They played Roman Reigns' entrance.
And I heard Seth's as well. I had to burn it down.
Exactly. But I'm just if they bring it to London, just people don't.
Football fans are undercover.
Just don't
for
be
wrestling.
bad. Like, just don't be bad, because we know London. London is of bad vibes, and like I said, I just don't want that attitude. Like, just leave me to live in my bubble, in my wrestling, my life. Anyway, we've digressed. WrestleMania ain't coming to London because I said so. Anyway,
the main
that's
event.
The bottom line.
Because AJ
said so.
AJ 316 said so.
Period.
The main event: Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That Tongan death grip, yeah.
Do you know what? It was just a product placement for the Tongan death grip.
Oh well,
just advertising.
And I just don't look. Listen. Jacob Fatu, is a beautiful, athletic man.
Yes,
I have the biggest crush on Jacob
That
Fatu.
BME every time.
I do not want his high-flying powerhouseness to be subjected to a Tongan death grip. He has much more to offer than a Tongan death grip.
Will he be doing the move again after this match?
Oh,
yeah, it seems that way. It seems.
I feel like he's only doing it against Roman.
No, that is true. That is true, because there's something psychological about doing that besides the heaviness of it. For Roman, it's also psychological.
Yeah. He's not gonna, if he has another match with, like, I don't know,
I guess it's
Grayson Waller, if he's still there. Not like that, but he's obviously not on the show right now. He's not gonna do the Tongan death grip, is he?
I hear it. I guess I think they were trying to sell it as this kind of like family heirloom. It's just like, this is one of the moves that are strictly between our family, and like he's
the first one to do it in how many years?
Yeah, it's because they were all traumatized as kids, because that's probably how they were beaten. You did something wrong. Tongan death grip. Yeah. Instead of face the wall, it was a Tongan death grip.
It's like, it's giving like
it's PTSD.
It's giving like the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
From the what's that family called again?
Oh, you mean the Iron Claw?
The Iron Claw, that's it. The Iron Claw from the
Von Erichs.
So it's giving that, but you know,
and they have their own issues.
Yeah.
Don't make me, please, I'll start crying.
I know. That should have won an Oscar, by the way. But anyway, I digress.
This match, do you know what? I actually liked it.
I thought it was
a really good match. Very good storytelling. Ref shenanigan, as always. I actually have no complaints about this match. It was
Sometimes
standard.
There's nothing to complain about.
There's nothing to complain about.
No, I think it positions Jacob as a really unhinged beast, and that Roman really couldn't do much to defeat him other than unclean shenanigans and stuff. And Roman generally feels quite threatened by someone who's questioning his position as the leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was really great. And I think actually at the end, obviously, Roman retained, and Jacob, like the shock, and Jacob was like, that's not on, and just went ham on Roman. I think that also reinforces the storyline that's going. And then Monday night as well. So yeah, I think it was great.
Yeah, I think it was very, like I said, in terms of storytelling, absolutely great. Yeah. Because this was supposed to be Jey Uso. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was supposed to be Jey Uso. It was supposed to be him overthrowing Roman to like this, but obviously because Jey Uso decided to go down the comedy, non-serious route, it's nice to see someone young like Jacob Fatu, who's obviously been what he's been through, a real hood guy, to be able to kind of get to this point and have that kind of match up with Roman and be able to showcase
be in the main event.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I liked it.
Solid end to pay-per-view.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, Backlash overall, as I said, solid show, no complaints,
no qualms.
Good run times in terms of all matches, and you'll be actually happy to know that this the main event was shorter than the women's match.
Praise God.
The longest match was actually Braun and Seth was the longest match.
Oh.
And the second longest match was the women's match.
Oh, okay.
The third longest match was Roman, and then Trick, and then the Danhausen match.
Okay, that makes sense, because I was seeing conflicting reports, and I even when I went to rewatch it on Netflix, I think that they said the main event was the longest because they actually included Roman's entrance.
Okay. If we're talking about from bell
because
to bell,
they said it was 24 minutes.
Bell to bell.
Okay, if we're talking bell to bell,
yeah,
then we're talking about then.
No, because people said the match was 24 minutes, and I was like, and the women's was 18, so it probably was including Roman's entrance.
How long is that entrance?
Long. And then the announcement, from Alicia. So like.
From bell to bell.
From bell to bell. I hear it.
From bell to bell. But guys, let us know what you thought about Backlash. Where do you think half the stories are going? I only feel that Roman and Seth will continue the story, and everybody else, their chapter is closed, done and dusted, kaput, finished.
What with, as in their stories?
Their stories.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, guys, let us move into the Rock and Sock review, the tussle of it all. Guys, where do you want to start?
Wherever, whenever.
Should we go into the women's? Just a segue.
Yes, of course.
We'll probably end up talking about them more because they were amazing.
So, Io Sky versus Asuka.
Great match. But what annoys me is that there was so much potential for the story with WWE, with Kyrie, and WWE removing Kyrie from the situation. If anything, this is telling me that this could have been a match series with possibly, if obviously we don't know what's happening with Asuka.
No, we don't.
She's not semi-retired.
No,
that's what they're saying.
She's going back to Japan for personal reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's confirmed?
Yeah. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, that's what they said, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see any reports on that.
I saw it today.
Oh, okay. But, okay, if we're talking in that moment, that they could have easily had a WrestleMania match, and then Backlash had a rematch with, I don't know, stipulation or something, which would have led to Kyrie finally breaking free from Asuka and changing the story. And I'm actually, yes, this was great, but I would have really loved that ending with Kyrie as well included to really segment the whole, Asuka is this legend and Asuka's passing on the torch and she's leaving. So, but it was a brilliant match anyway.
It was a good match. Really enjoyed it. I mean, them two are phenomenal in the ring. Good fighters. Very, 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 very emotional end at the end. Very emotional end at the end. Very emotional at the end. But obviously, guys, it leads to the question of obviously you've just said it's been confirmed that Asuka is going back to Japan for personal reasons. Asuka, the mark that she has left in the WWE as a Japanese woman,
astronomical,
beyond words can
no
comprehend.
One is ready for Asuka.
And nobody was.
We weren't ready for Asuka.
Nobody was, and I just think she is such a trailblazer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That woman is Hall of Fame ready.
Absolutely.
Immediately. Drop it now.
When she is ready.
When she's ready for it, yeah.
When she's ready for it, I think she has carried the WWE in terms of like women's wrestling in some of their lowest moments, especially in the pandemic era as well.
She was brilliant.
Was fantastic. She's the inaugural Royal Rumble
winner, inaugural Money in the Bank winner. I think so.
No, that wasn't the first Money in the Bank.
No,
but that was the pandemic one. Yeah. And it gave us that beautiful moment because Carmella was the first one.
Yeah.
But it gave us that beautiful moment.
Between her and Becky.
You could say she's the inaugural cinematic winner.
Longest reigning women's champion. Yeah. I still think she is, yeah. Asuka's great.
Asuka has been fantastic. And you can tell that she's such a giving wrestler as well.
Yeah. And everyone loves to learn from her.
Literally.
And have a match with her. And everyone, you should see the pouring love. Everyone respects this woman so much.
I don't have a horrible thing to say about her.
You can say a horrible thing.
You can say like you can tell that she loves the game.
Yeah.
That ending was just so heartwarming to see, and it would have been nice to see like a woman of her caliber as well have that kind of retirement tour as well. But again, you don't really not everyone. I mean, all her best counterparts are.
She's not really retiring. So
she's not.
Yeah.
But
she's semi-retired. So she is semi-retired.
Taking time off.
Okay. So she is semi-retired.
It's not retirement.
Well, that's what they're saying.
It's just like time off.
Just time off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's been long running. Like, if she wants to take a break, let her take a break, man. Because part of me was thinking that this was kind of like there's few speculations here and there. Again, I was watching Monday Night Live with Mex and Anafi, and Mex made an interesting comment that she was probably one of the ones that were offered a that they wanted to re-look at her contract.
She wasn't.
And that's back at the time, but do you know what, the point doesn't
she did
anymore.
Sign a deal in
2024.
Yeah. But the thing is, we don't know who they were looking at in terms of like contracts and changing and stuff and everything. I do think that she probably had already had this plan for a while, but like I think the Kyrie situation probably didn't help any further.
Another thing is that I initially thought that she was TKO are going through this kind of upheaval where we are clearly seeing them invest more in the younger talent, and you know, Io still has years under her belt. Asuka is at that age where, you know,
at that age for a woman, because let's be real,
where
if it was a man, they don't give a crap.
Yeah, she's at that age for a woman where you want to start like obviously retirement is not confirmed, but you want to start slowing down a bit, taking breaks, whatever, and doing what you can. So, and it led to an interesting conversation about how when it comes to women athletes, yeah, sometimes when it comes to them taking time off, it's usually down to like pregnancy or down to sort of like taking time off. Like I'm looking back, like when has a woman actually had like a full-blown retirement? And I thought that Asuka was probably obviously she's not retiring, but like in terms of like who's had a full-blown like okay, I'm retiring.
Trish Stratus until she came back.
And that's what I was going to say. Trish Stratus until she came back. And then
I guess Lita.
Lita until she came back. Who's like when we're thinking about women, like, or they just kind of disappear into the background, like Molly Holly, one day she was there and then she wasn't there. Ivory, one day she was there and then she wasn't there. Same as Tori Wilson. Like, when do we see like women actually have a moment where they put their boots into the ring?
We don't.
That's really. So then technically it was Trish, because Lita's one was marred by Crime Time and stuff, and that was like Trish announced that she was retiring and it was celebrated and it was a whole thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it's probably only her.
So, and then obviously, like I said, China, one of the greatest, again was there and suddenly just drifted away from the storyline. So it'll be interesting to see who in the long run will have this moment where they kind of, because they just either just walk away, or their contract, they just don't renew their contract, or they have pregnant, or they get pregnant, or they want to start a family, or things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of like follow on from not just Asuka, but women in general down the line.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
And specifically about the match, I really, really loved it. Probably one of my favorite moments was, first of all, the match was really technical, actually, which was a nice change. But also one of my favorite moments was when Asuka went for the mist and Io picked up Wade Barrett's notebook, and I was just like, these two know each other well.
He wasn't writing shit.
I know.
It's there for show.
It's all there for show.
Decoration.
It's probably a moleskin. But no, just they know each other so well, and if Asuka had to have like her last match for a while, Io was the best person to have it against. So it was perfect.
Io was the person that you kind of have to pass the torch to anyway, because as they mentioned again, the senpai/kohai relationship in Japan, when it's basically just like your senior and your junior, Io being Asuka's junior, it makes perfect sense for you to just pass it down to the next generation. Io is already on a trajectory that is insane, and she's gonna have a fruitful career ahead of her as well. If not now, she's already having a fruitful career.
She's been having it, yeah.
So again, perfect send-off in my opinion. Didn't need to be too much, didn't need to be too extravagant, and it was just, I think it was just the level of respect that Asuka has in her own sense anyway. So
yeah, for sure.
I think it was a great match. I think the only thing that annoyed me was commentary, because they were talking about how they were trying to like describe the storyline and situation and say, oh, Io was being friends with Asuka's greatest rival, Rhea Ripley. I said,
yeah, when they said that, I was like, excuse me?
Greatest rival?
No, I know, that annoyed me.
That is Ember Moon.
I know, I agree. I remember hearing it, I was just thinking, they are just coming up with things out their arse. Yeah. Asuka's NXT run.
Glorious.
Glorious.
And let me even give a shout out. One of my favorite Asuka matches. You've mentioned Ember Moon, but I'm going to mention that match with Nikki Cross.
Yeah. There's a lot of things you can mention.
That was yeah. You're so right about commentary. I'm just like, what are they talking about?
Trying out your arse, man.
Greatest rivalry.
Piss off.
If they said Charlotte, I'd have kept my mouth shut.
Where did Rhea Ripley come from anyway?
Like they're
just plucking names.
They're just plucking names. Rhea Ripley.
Because I know people know what her name is. No, people know. They can't say Athena.
I'm so sorry, but you guys mentioned Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I know.
So you mean to tell me you can't mention Athena/Ember Moon?
It's true.
Guys, come on, guys. They're just being obtuse for no reason. Like it's just, yeah. But anyway, rock and sock.
Rock.
Boulder.
It was a rock. And yeah, guys, let us know what you thought, and let us know what you thought about prior to the confirmation, where you thought where this whole thing was going with Asuka, and what you thought at first. But because I'm intrigued to know what people thought, but obviously it's been confirmed that she just wants to take personal time off, and as she deserves. She's done the work. She's carried generations upon generations.
Well earned, deserved rest.
Amen. And now we move on to Mark Davis versus
Jungle Boy,
Jack Perry,
or as commentary like to call him, Jungle Jack.
Jack Perry.
Me off too.
I love the venue. Sorry.
Oh, the golf.
It was actually quite funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool. It would have been like, I wondered if people could actually really see. It was quite large, but other than that, I thought it's nice to be able to do these things in different places. Actually,
I love it.
I thought doing an ice rink next.
I love it.
I think they have.
Have they? Have I missed that?
I think they've been to an ice rink, or they've been to something similar.
They've been into. I think it was like a hockey stadium. No, there was a stadium.
It was a stadium.
Oh, okay.
When they did the Stampede.
Oh, the Stampede. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, just I want it in different places.
I love it. It gives like a game feel.
Yeah.
Like you know when you were on the games, like you guys were fighting backstage, or you were fighting
even the like the camera guys. They were wearing golf.
Yeah. Attire.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I'm tired of seeing the ring. I'm sorry, I just want to see something different.
It was so green. Like, yeah, it was lush life.
Yeah, man.
I liked it.
Remind me, Mark Davis, United Empire.
Yeah. No, they left.
No.
The way I
used to
nodded
be.
so
They
fast.
used to be. Him and Carl Fletcher, yeah.
Guys, if you want to be let me tell you one thing.
You saw their tag team match.
Let me tell you one thing, yeah. If you want to start off as a tag team and then go on to singles competitiveness, just go to AEW, please.
It's true.
Because that's where
your quota will be filled.
You will be. Mark Davis is a champion.
It's
Carl
true.
Fletcher forgets. We talked about Sammy Guevara in the last episode. I loved the comments that said that Sammy Guevara should be replaced by Carl Fletcher as one of the pillars.
I agree.
Because Carl Fletcher has given. Because
I can see Carl Fletcher as a world champion. Can I say the same for Sammy?
For Sammy Guevara?
No, I can't say
and
it.
do you know what?
For either of them.
He offers a different branch of opportunity.
Yeah.
Because MJF singles competitor. Jungle Jack Perry, okay, he started off as tag team competitor, singles competitor, tag team. It's
up and down.
It's a bit haphazard.
Up, down, down.
And then who's the other pillar again? I said all their names.
Darby Allin,
mentorship gone right.
Yeah.
Branch. Yeah. If we're looking at the pillars
and
as a
then
tree.
Carl Fletcher will be mentorship gone wrong.
Tag team. I started off as a tag team, and now I've trajectorized myself.
Wow,
into
big English.
Into what's it called?
Okay. She made it up as well.
She did. Ain't in the Oxford Dictionary. That's for sure.
Into single competitiveness. This is where. That's why Carl Fletcher should enter the pit. Forget Sammy Guevara, please. Sammy G.
Anyways, this match here, I thought it was fun.
I thought it was really good.
It was a lot of fun. Obviously, the two different styles of like Jungle Jack, as I'm going to call him now. Mm-hmm. His high flying kind of, not brute, but like very technical.
Mm-hmm. Technical, snappy
style.
With a bit of pizzazz in the high flyer.
Mark Davis, totally brutish nature.
Mate.
I love that dynamic though.
He's so cool.
Oh.
It looked painful. That discus lariat looked rough.
It's even the power driver. I said, hey, woo.
Yeah, and then even it's quite small, but even like Jack Perry's springboard and then the forearm that looked. I was just like
everything about this. Yeah, I enjoyed this match thoroughly.
It was good. Ricochet looked silly, but other than that, I don't.
Do you know what? I think Ricochet is enjoying being silly.
Yeah, that part did annoy me because it's like you haven't come to chat to Jack since he's taken the title. It's only now you wanna involve yourself. Focus on Chris Jericho. Since that's where you want to be.
Since you want to be. You're happy where you are. He's happy where he's at. But yeah.
It's a rock for me.
I would just like to say, whoever is doing the behind the scenes in AEW, you guys talk a lot and you talk very loudly. I could hear you talk to Tony and Nigel on the mic. So you better cool down your voice.
Pipe down.
Tell them that, talk about this, talk about... I don't want to hear that. You're removing me from the essence of wrestling.
Exactly. I'm already dealing with that in WWE.
Like...
Let me not come to AEW and have to deal with that as well.
That's so true. Rock from me.
So rock from me.
Yeah,
guys. And that's it for today. Let us know what you think about all the topics discussed. I want to say thank you again. You know where to subscribe. You know where to follow. You know where to watch. You know where to comment. I've been your host, AJ Hold It Down.
I've been Chidera.
Oh. None?
Yeah. Osprey's here, there, and everywhere. Everybody wants him. Leave him alone. He's for me.
Tug of war. And I've been Natalie, the face that runs this place.
Deuces.
Bye.